They come to your all's restaurants, set. KFC, I worked with them, we tested the set points. The settings are what they are, so you don't have to do anything. When you show up every day, what'll happen is they'll be sitting there and that W will just be on and it won't even have a display because it will immediately start to preheat. It'll say preheat. But all you have to do is walk in and let it start to heat up. Once it's heated, you'll see the air temperature should be 190. I think there was some confusion because these were showing the water temperatures and these were showing the air. I've gone in and set them, all four of them are showing air now. So it should say 190. And if it's 188, 189, 191, 190, it's no big deal. But if it says after it's heated, or if it doesn't preheat and it's sitting there stuck, like at 165 or 155 or something, call Jim. One thing that you can see though on the cabinets, there's a little sun here. And there's a little, looks like a little river, water here, and a fan. Those are indicating that the water heater's on, the air heaters are on, and the fan's on. And they'll turn off and on as they are needed. But that's what those little indicator lamps are. So
fan, water, and what?
Air.
Air.
Fan, water, air. If you want to check the temperature of the cabinets, and by the way, these controls operate exactly the same thing. So when these are plugged in, you'll just see the W. So this is going to behave just like that. No difference whatsoever. If you want to check the temperature on the cabinet, the first one is Evaporator. It's down there.
And what should that be?
Around 165. And that's relative humidity. We don't care. Food probe, we don't care. Preheat. Evaporator. Air is 185. So this still is preheating. It's very close. But when it's at its set point, it'll say heat it and you're ready to go. Every morning when you come in, it should take between 45 minutes to an hour. And it may say preheated before that, but I like the hour just because it gets all the rails. The cabinet really heated nice, right? When do you start putting chicken in? Around 10? 11. Okay. So yeah.
What's the circle mean?
The circle is the control mechanism for doing anything you want to this cabinet. I have the security enabled, so you can't do anything.
Good.
I'll show you. Yeah. Program channels. Enter.
That's the circle of trust, Debbie, and you're not in it.
Oh yeah. Actually,
Like my love
I'm
for
glad-
KFC, it's round, like a circle.
yeah. So now see, if I try to do anything, it's not going to allow me to do anything. So I just go back home and it tells you it's preheated.
Okay.
I better make sure this one's disabled. Next thing you know, we'll have crazy settings going on.
So I'm taking it if we called you with an issue, you would tell us how to get into the program thing
Absolutely.
and do it.
Uh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Say, could you go through just routine cleaning and maintenance, what they need to be doing to make sure this equipment's well maintained?
Yeah. So seriously, first thing, any issues, call Jim.
Right.
He knows my inside guys to call,
Okay.
so he can get directly to my text. If all of y'all are having a hard time getting to me that way, any one of you call me. So regular maintenance actually is easy every day. First off, everything inside, as opposed to the henny penny, it's all stainless steel. Okay, so you can put it through your tumble washer, dishwasher, whatever. The shelves, just wipe them down with mild detergent. And only when you see, when they're greasy or dirty, when you'll see that it really needs to be done. But they can take anything. On stainless,
Dirty, what's up, man?
the only thing is you don't want to use any type of abrasive, because what happens, the stainless has a film on it that actually keeps it from corroding. The moment that's been broke, it sensitizes, and then it can start to rust. This is the best thing. We have 316L, like the best you can get. But if you take a metal scrubby to this, it's not going to be good. I don't think these will ever get dirty enough that you're going to have to do that. It's just one of your green scrubbies and some mild detergent, and you're fine. And that really, just do it as you all see that it's necessary, right? On the evaporator, you want to see this? There's a little latch here. Pull it up. I'm going to put a little bit of water. That's how you drain it. Okay? You want to drain it every night. The reason being is in a lot of stores, chicken pieces fall in there. The chicken has salt in it. The salt and the water create chloride, and then that'll put white film, and that can turn into an acid if it dries off and wets up, dries off. That eats the stainless. Okay? But so you want to drain it, again, mild detergent or lemon juice or vinegar, and just get rid of the white. That's all you have to do. Just wipe it out, get rid of the white, turn it, shut the knob, and then the cabinet will automatically refill.
Do we do the liming once a week on these?
You don't have to delime. That's what I was going to say. You're going to see that calcium. I don't know what do y'all use? What chemicals?
It's just a little pack of called delimer. We leave it in there overnight, then let the water out that next morning and wipe it, and it clears. I mean, it takes any kind of buildup, any kind of
If
lime.
you all want to, it's not going to hurt it.
Yeah. So, this one doesn't have the elements like the others. do,
No.
but, we have to. That's the whole reason. Yeah.
Yeah. If you
So
want to
transfer
save,
that delimer out that you just got into that.
I was going to say, if you want to save on chemical costs, a little bit of vinegar and water, or lemon juice and water, and just wipe it until you see the white gone, and you're good. I was telling Jim, there is, and I'd like for everybody when they can to come right here on the right hand side. You see that little probe?
Yes.
That is the temperature probe for the water. And then there's a disc right here on the front. That disc is the sensor for the water film. So both of those need to be cleaned, just like I was telling you. If you see white on it, get rid of it. Okay, because what happens is that's going to, it could insulate, and then it'll stop sensing the water temperature correctly, or it can insulate the little disc, and it'll lose its connectivity, and it'll keep telling you to fill more water, and put more water, and more water, and more water. So you want to keep that clean. You do that. You clean the evaporator every day. Clean the shelves as needed.
Barry, as far as so the half pints have a little screen that goes in the bottom of
Yeah.
it. These don't. What's the rationale there?
They did not ask for them in here. I think that it's envisioned that that's the active cabinet with, in and out, and garbage could get in the evaporator. We do have evaporator covers for these if you all determine that you want them. They didn't make it a part of the spec.
Okay.
And if you want, I can ask Pete and Aaron if we should.
Okay.
But the thought was these are very active cabinets. These are, I think, for not serving out of, right? Just full trays and sides. Yeah. So the shelves, clean as you need it, as you see it. They're all stainless. Again, they can go in the dish tank. They can go. Just don't use metal scrubbies on it. That's all I ask. Same thing with the evaporator. You want to drain it every night. And for cleaning, just raise this, right? That's it. And drain it, and then whatever white you see, get rid of it.
You sure don't use metal scrubbies on those clear doors.
Yes. I was going to. Now, also the disc and probe are right here, right front, just like on this cabinet. You want to look at it, feel it, and you can see it better from the other side. But if you see white on it, get rid of it. And do that every night. And these cabinets, they're going to last you a long, long time.
Where's the screen at?
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
And these actually is kind of a tight fit. The other thing on these cabinets, as Marcus was saying, when only use this door when you're cleaning. I have a lot of people that are opening to put chicken trays in, as opposed to just doing that. On these, people, you're going to ask, like this one's very strong, right? This one isn't as strong. The reason is this is heavier. I'm having them look at the design specification on this and have a stronger magnet. But like this, you can probably just go like that and it stays. This, you go, it bounces.
If you slam it around too much, these break.
Yeah.
Jim has already ordered 6 extra ones because we've got 2 half pikes in Asheboro and we've had a little issue.
Yeah. The other thing that I would say is on the cleaning. Don't use any abrasives, not even the green fiberglass. Use soap and water in a rag. And if you do that, it's going to stay this pretty for a long time. The moment the first person takes even one of the green scrubbies, it's gone. I mean, it's gone. The one good thing in design.
What are we not going to use on this piece of equipment?
Okay. The other good thing about it, though, we did a lot of work on these hinges and the way it's attached to the plastic, because others, you had problems with stress fractures and things like that. We think we've stretched the stress across the hole so you don't have cracks. But if you do, they're easy to replace. You don't have to replace the whole, the whole mechanism. You can just get rid of the bolts, put in a new piece, and away you go. Outside of that, if you're having trouble with chicken temperature, the first thing is to hit your temperature there and see if it's where it's at. If it's not, then give it some time to heat up, because you may just have been in it quite a bit. If after those 2 things you don't see the temperature where you need it to be, call Jim. It really is that simple. These cabinets are very reliable. I have some that are 25 years in restaurants like this, not with these controls, but with this general design. They should last a lifetime for you. They really should. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
The only other thing I'd say is right now that you just came through new construction, so Jim has had to clean out the solenoid on these units a couple of times because we had copper shavings from the new line. So, Jim, what did that cause again? Just caused it not to, the solenoid not to close?
Won't cut off, and so it just keeps running the water, and you have to get up underneath and turn the water off on the valve.
Yeah.
But that should work its way out after this first couple of rounds, so no big deal.
The only thing that'll go wrong is if you don't clean it, then it loses its connectivity and then it'll overfill. And then still the solution is to turn the water off. But the better solution is to clean it and not have that problem.
I'm about to wrap up.
And, we're happy to be partners with you guys. We love working with KFC. I know it's not an easy job, and we're working to make it easier for you. And if you want me to come work in the store, I will.
Let's give these guys a hand.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.